Hey everyone! I think that in a setting like this, people usually start talking about the meaning of life or something like this. However, today we are going to talk about something a little bit more down to earth, but just as beautiful.
Dear friends, we are now in the United Arab Emirates. Right here, the Indian Ocean, the warm waters of Indian Ocean and the Dibba Bay Oyster Farm. Today we are going to see how these oysters grow. Delicious, meaty, incredibly fresh oysters.
Hi Rita, thank you so much for having us here.
Of course, welcome to our farm. We're happy to have you guys. So we're gonna give you a glimpse inside the Dibba Bay life today. We're gonna take you guys out on the boat first, so you can see our offshore facilities and the lanterns and how we farm them. And then we'll give you guys a whole tour of our onshore facilities, how they're cleaned, how they're graded, and everything in between.
I have only one small question.
Yes.
We will have a chance to try the most fresh oysters.
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, right from the shore.
Of course.
Guys, look at this, a whole mountain of shells. You could totally turn this into crafts, handmade candles, for example. You could even build yourself a little oyster hut. This place is truly amazing, and the farm itself is incredible. These guys have mastered growing oysters in warm waters. Usually oysters are farmed in cold waters, but here it's warm. And they are extremely nutritious because of the internal currents that put plankton into the area.
Yeah, so today now we are going to our offshore facility. We have total 25 hectares of the area, so we'll go to one of our concessions. We have total 4 concessions, and you can see at farm once we reach there, we'll reach to first of the concession. There is a big barge working there. Everything is working on the top of the barge, so we'll see the whole process there.
Okay. And in France they have 2 types of oysters actually, main types, the fin de clair and the special.
Yes.
Could you please tell your oyster, is it a fin de clair or it's special, it's another type?
See, it depends how they cultivate the oysters. It's a different techniques and all these things. So here what we are doing is completely different. Okay. There in France the oysters grows in 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5
minimum 3 years.
Here?
No, in France.
In France.
In
okay.
France, and in Scotland it takes like 5 years.
Okay.
Here oysters grow really fast. They grow just in 9 months.
9 months.
9 months.
Yes, unbelievable.
And not only oysters grows, everything grows on top. I mean the biomass on lanterns, the barnacles on the shell, everything goes really fast.
Yes.
So our job is very labor intensive. Okay. Each and every oysters we need to clean by hand.
How
Each
many
and every
people are involved?
We have 185 people working.
85 people.
185.
185. Okay.
Whereas for the same production in France they need only 10% of it, because
okay.
they are not handling oysters very much.
Yes.
We need to handle each and every oysters per month. As I mentioned, they grow really fast, so there is 2 things. It's advantage and disadvantage. Not only oysters grows, everything grows on top. So we need to clean each and every oysters by hand.
Okay. So mostly these people...
Cleaning part, yeah.
A lot of people are like cleaning oysters.
Cleaning oysters, yes.
Okay.
Plus as we are using vertical farming, whereas other farm they just put it on beds.
Yeah.
Here is vertical farming. So we have divers working, we have teams working, so we are working like 24/7.
Okay. And for me, what I'm really interested in is why this farm situated exactly here in Fujairah.
Yes.
Why not in Dubai? Why
Yes.
not in some other part?
So when we started this one, we did some tests here and there.
Yeah.
So especially at this place, it's full with phytoplankton. So oysters you don't feed anything. They are filter feeders. Imagine each oysters filter 200 liters of water.
500 liters.
Yes,
Per day?
per day, 24
Oh,
hours. And at a time we have 15 million oysters in the water. And oysters, they are carbon sequesters, so they sequester carbon.
Okay.
So for example, trees, when you grow trees to sequester carbon, it takes like 10 years to grow and then they sequester carbon. Whereas oysters, you just put them into the water, they started cleaning. And oysters, they called ecosystem engineers because they bring life to the ocean.
Okay.
And imagine we have 15 million oysters plus this, we are using these vertical lines, vertical lanterns. So this creates also a reef. So you can see there's a lot of fish around here.
That's amazing.
The oysters, they can adapt to temperature, but they need to adapt. These animals, they can adapt. But for example, when we bring oysters we bring spats, the baby oysters called spat. We'll show you at the nursery. So we bring those spats, we keep them in nursery for 2-3 weeks for them to adapt the local temperature. Then we put them into lanterns, then we bring it here.
Okay, so this is our nursery. This is how the oysters that get on your plate start initially when they arrive. So as you can see, they start off as like tiny 1 to 3 millimeter spats. We import these spats from France, and they grow here for a while. They acclimatize before they're placed back into the ocean.
So when we harvest them, again, they adapt the local temperature and everything. Because the oyster, due to the high temperature, their metabolism is high. When the metabolism is high, they pump a lot of food. When the metabolism is high, they need more food. So here, this place is a tip of, the currents are coming from Oman Ocean and Indian Ocean. It's full with phytoplankton, the macroalgae. Yes, especially here. So that's why, same time when the metabolism is high, they are getting food. So it's a balance for them. That's why they are growing really fast. We harvest the lantern, we bring them here, we segregate them by small, medium and large. So you see our lanterns, so there is like a different mesh size. So you see the lanterns is with different mesh size. So we have like five of the sizes, the mesh size. So the smallest oysters we put in this one. So here what they are doing is, you see the dirtiest lantern. So in 2-3 weeks it happens like this.
Two months.
Wow. Oyster babies.
Oyster babies.
We've just docked next to the farm vessel, a kind of mini factory caring for the oyster family. It's a labor-intensive process. Every day the oysters are cleaned of algae, and once a month they are restored and their edges trimmed, so they grow properly and become even meater. This is indeed a true handmade. Alright friends, now we are about to taste oysters straight from the source. What an experience! Look at this beauty! Gorgeous!
So, guys, what I like really about oysters is that all the time when you bring oysters anywhere, it's always a festive atmosphere. Oysters bring people together. They have a nice, let's say, they have just being happy and eat oysters. That's the thing.
The world is your oyster.
Absolutely. So that's one. Oysters, they bring people together. Chin chin, guys.
Ching ching.
The oysters live under these floats, about 8 meters deep, inside those very bags we saw on the previous boat. We've got this GoPro stick and we will try to see how they live down there. We've explored the outside and cruised around the boats. Now we were heading in. The process goes far beyond what we've seen, and we will show you what happens next.
Offshore is done. Now we're heading to onshore.
So once they arrive like this, like completely with the barnacles and everything. And then they're cleaned up one by hand, every single oyster. So each and every oyster that's on the market or that's being delivered to you is cleaned by hand by our lovely team here.
The oyster journey continues. After cleaning, they move onto this conveyor belt.
From there, they go to second conveyor, where the sorting process takes place.
Look how beautifully they sorted, and then separated by size and sent out. Beautiful!
Grisha, this one's a size 4.
Let's grab a size 1 right away. For comparison. So, this is what I'm talking about.
This is a size 4 and this is a size 1. That's the difference. Notice how deep every shell is. Even a size 4 will have plenty of meat and the oyster will taste really sweet. And this one, I'm always afraid to imagine how much meat is inside.
One would probably be enough for 2 people.
By the way, Grisha, look, this is where they discard the rejects. From what I can tell, you see oysters with broken shells. Dibba Bay, they don't sell them.
Honestly, they don't even look that bad. I'd probably open an oyster outlet with this. But here you go. Good oysters and not so good oysters.
Okay, so this is our depuration room. It's also kind of like an oyster spa, basically. Once they're ready and graded and washed, we keep them here to like filter themselves out and clean all of their insides. Again, what we're cleaning them with here is just ocean water that's been filtered and UV treated. Our oysters stay here for a maximum of 3 days before they're on your plate, so they don't stay here for a long time. It's just since that they're filter feeders and they're always filtering water. Here they're filtering clean water and we make sure that whatever they can get out everything they need, they can depurate themselves basically. After that, they are removed after 3 days, packaged and sent to everyone to use.
And after such an amazingly delicious tour into the world of oysters, there is only one perfect way to finish, a super fresh tasting. Guys, just smell that. That's freshness right there. Alright, let's go.
So I feel totally happy now after visiting farm. Right now I can say that I know much more information about oysters than it was before. and I really inspired to create something really special in a John Dory seafood market. And I hope Dubai and the whole UAE will enjoy what we are doing here, because our mission is to bring seafood to people. Our mission is to, let's say, to develop a market, and of course to use only right source for seafood. I mean, only sustainable and very fresh and honest seafood. So today in the farm, I could say that Dibba Bay Oysters, it's honest seafood. It's a real seafood. So I highly recommend to try it, definitely. And me personally, I will definitely come back here with my family, with my wife and my kid, and to show them what is happening here, how oysters appears in the world. Such a delicate product, such a gastronomic product appears here in Fujairah, in Dibba Bay.
Taste on my tongue, too many holes, the damage done is bittersweet, black on gold, talk is cheap, or so I'm told. I'm gonna ride this bike to the edge of town, roll to the bridge with my eyes shut and spit at the stars, and scream in the dark. There's nothing I can do to change it now, but if I cut myself open, baby, you can read all my scars, read all my scars.